Hi, good afternoon. Welcome to my vlog. I'm going to rant a little bit about my experience with the NHA exam to be a CCMA, which is Certified Clinical Medical Assistant, and I couldn't take the exam. It was supposed to be on April 28 at 7 o'clock in the morning. I chose the option of having a live proctored exam because, of course, it's more convenient to take the exam from home. I wouldn't have to travel far, I wouldn't have to spend the time and the bus fare or the train fare to get there. So I thought that would be a better option for me. So I scheduled for the exam, and the day before I did the compatibility test with my computer. My computer, like the one I chose for the exam, it's a laptop, it's a Mac laptop, and it is the model is supposed to be compatible with the test, and it passed the compatibility test. Then I launched my exam on due time at 7 o'clock, and it took me to a proctor. And the proctor said, when I like faced the proctor, I didn't face the proctor because I couldn't see the proctor, right? My camera was on, my microphone was on, I had already launched the secure browser provided by PSI, and I also had my earphones on because I thought that this thing was allowed. I have read the guideline. There's no mention of not being able to take your earphones with you. I just had it with me because I thought maybe my laptop would malfunction with the microphone and the sound. So if I keep the earphone and the connected mic with it, it would be more convenient for the proctor to monitor my sound and my movement. That was basically the idea. So the proctor informed me that I should not have my earphones in. So I told him, okay, cool. So I took my earphones out, put it behind me, and then he said the photo that I posted about for my face for the identification with the driver's license, he did not like the way it looked. See, so he said he wanted to take another photo of me himself. Why am I saying it's a him? I don't know. I don't even know if it's a guy or a girl. I should say them. So they said that they would like to take another photo of me, and I waited for the photo to happen. Then all on a sudden, I got kicked out of the exam. There was nothing written on it that said that I couldn't take the exam for this reason or that reason. I was just waiting for the photo to be taken, and then the exam just abruptly ended. And then I waited for a while. I had no idea what's going on. I thought maybe that's a part of the process of taking the photo, that I would go into a vortex and then the exam would pop up. That didn't happen. So I waited for a few minutes. Then I tried to log back in. I was going to the test via the via the NHA website. So I logged into Google again because my Google had crashed. I had to close down Google, yeah. So I logged into Google. I went to NHA website. From there I went to the exam, and it did the whole testing of the compatibility. Like whole thing it ran again. So okay, I went through the compatibility, then I got in a line for proctors, and there were 6 people before me. So the proctor checked each of them, and it took the proctor I think about 3 minutes for each participant. By the time my turn came and I was waiting for the proctor to tell me anything, uh, my link once again abruptly ended. I was in a panic at that time, so I tried to switch into my desktop. Um, like I live in a studio apartment. Everything I have, I divide it with these curtains, so my husband and I could get some privacy when we work or study. So I had taken out my desktop, so my test area would be secluded of any electrical device, and I frantically tried to connect my desktop. Actually, not me, my husband was trying to connect the desktop for me, and he connected the desktop. I turned the desktop on, I logged into Google, I went to the whole process again, and by the time I tried to launch the exam for the third time, it was already 7:37. By the time the compatibility test was done, it was 7:37, and I was no longer allowed to check into the exam. Like I couldn't launch in the exam because I was already made absent in the exam. So I just broke down crying because I don't know, like in my mindset, I'm always preparing for USMLE step 1, and I somehow thought that if I miss the exam, that's the end of the line for me, because I would be made absent. That would mean I failed step 1, and that would mean I would never match in a residency. I mean, I overthought it, okay? So I cried like a maniac. And then I tried calling NHA, but it was a Saturday morning. No, it was Sunday morning. I think it was Sunday. I'm so confused right now. Yeah, it was a Sunday morning. Yeah. Why did I choose a Sunday morning? Because it was my day off. It's the weekend from work. That's why I chose a Sunday morning. So I couldn't get anybody from NHA online. I called the PSI. The PSI took my call and they gave me a ticket, and then they sent me an email stating that I should call their tech support. So I called PSI tech support. They created another ticket for me regarding the issue, and I asked them if they can see on their end that my exam had been launched 2 times, and they said yes, they saw it on the end that my exam had been launched 2 times by me. Because if I don't launch the exam within 30 minutes time of the exam, I become absent in the exam. So I just wanted to make sure that I have proof that I had launched my exam 2 times. And for whatever reason the link broke or whatever happened, I had no contribution to it, or at least to my knowledge, because there was no way I was going to cheat in the exam. Yeah, I prepared pretty well. I took the practice exams with NHA, and I have the study guide. Like, I have some time, so I'm still studying. So I wasn't planning to cheat or anything. So I don't know why they would think or kick me out, or did the link break? I don't know. Oh, it was a crazy time. So by the evening, I tried like so many times to launch the exam. I tried so many times hitting that reschedule button, even though I know the button doesn't work. It closes 24 hours before the exam time. But I was just trying to do anything, and I kept looking into my application what it says. Then by like after about 12 hours, my application said that my exam has expired, and my transcript said I was absent. And then I was allowed to schedule for another exam. For some reason why, I thought I wasn't being charged for this exam, because when I clicked the link of the exam that had expired, it showed me $0. So I thought, okay, if since I wasn't able to take the exam and PSI's links broke, so maybe they did not charge me any money. I already paid some dollars, I don't know the amount, I think $99 or something, for the application of the CCMA exam, and I had paid an exam fee. So I thought they did not take the exam fee, since the exam did not happen and I had nothing to do with it. And it was showing me $0 on the PSI website. So I was kind of happy. So in the evening, when I saw that I was able to schedule my exam again, I scheduled for the closest date I could find, which is May 3rd. Again, for the online proctored exam. Then next day was Monday, the weekday. I called NHA, told them the issue. They transferred my call to PSI again. And then I spoke with the PSI people, and they told me that, okay, I have to wait for 48 hours before I call PSI back, because they will look into the issue. Since the business week has just begun, like it's only Monday, they're gonna look into the issue. It may take about 48 hours for them to look through everything, and I can call them back on Wednesday, which is today. So today I called PSI back, and I gave them the ticket numbers, the 2 ticket numbers I was given by PSI candidate support and PSI tech support. They looked through the issue, and I told them, did I get charged for the exam, or will I get a refund? Because I was expecting a refund if I got charged for it. And they told me that I would have to speak with NHA regarding the refund. PSI does not handle that situation. So I called NHA back again, and it turns out that yes, I was charged for both exams. One is the one that expired, and the one I scheduled again, thinking that I didn't get charged the first time. Yeah, because it was showing me $0. So I went back to my bank app and I saw, yeah, really, I got charged for both of them. So I called NHA back again and told them that I need a refund for the first test that expired, that I was made absent in because it was not my fault. And the nice lady, she gave me, said she was going to send me a form. I could fill it out and appeal for a refund, but there's no guarantee that I would be refunded. So I filled out the form, and at the bottom there was a line that said something like, if anything I did during the exam that made the proctor made me absent in the exam, that would be reported to the sponsor of the exam, which is the institute from where I did my CCMA course. I mean, that's kind of off-putting, right? What if PSI lies about that whole thing and tells them that yes, I did something off the book, something unlawful for which they kicked me out of the exam, and then they would like report to my sponsor just to make me suffer, because people can make people suffer for nothing, and that would make it legit for them to take my money. So imagine, PSI, they can kick anybody out for any reason and they don't have to justify anything. There's no proof that we are doing the correct things, right things, and still the proctors can kick us out. And then when we try to take a refund, it goes to NHA, not the PSI. And how is NHA gonna like fix it? They would have to contact PSI. And what would PSI do? They would try to cover their back, right? So they would say anything to make the candidate look bad so they can take the money without having to provide the service. Maybe I'm overthinking, but this world is full of unlawful people doing unlawful things and getting away. So I'm really anxious about it. I hope they don't report anything bad to my sponsor, because I have no way of proving that I did everything right. It's only my word against the word of a corporation, and this really gets me scared. Sorry, my dog is having a seizure. It's okay, it's okay. I got you. No. No. Baby. I got you. Yeah. Okay, I apologize. So, yeah, that's basically the issue. I'm sorry for the interruption. My dog gets seizures. Especially when I try to make videos and I don't make a video of her, she feels really anxious and then she gets a seizure. But she's okay now. It was a small seizure. She gets some medications and all. I really apologize for the interruption. So like I was saying, so it's my word against theirs. And I also like called NHA back again and asked them to cancel. I also cancelled my upcoming exam on the 3rd and called NHA and asked for a refund because that money has already been processed. So right now I'm waiting for 2 refunds from NHA. One is for the exam that is upcoming that I cancelled, and the lady said that she would send the refund and it would take 3 to 5 days to show up in my account. I should get a refund for that easily, the exam that hasn't started yet. And for the other exam that I was supposed to take but I couldn't take, made absent into, I don't know what's gonna happen with that. According to the form, NHA is going to contact me in 3 to 5 business days. So that's the situation right now, because I don't want to pay for one exam 2 times. I work really hard for my money, everybody does, but the people like us, those who work like minimum wage or a little above the minimum wage, work as medical assistants, we really turn our blood into sweat and tears to make the little money that we make. And I can't lose that money right now, not right now. I am kind of broke right now. Not because of my bad decisions, but kind of my bad decisions. Like there was a huge wage theft that happened with me with my ex workplace. A lot of things that happen in the USA, especially to people like us, like immigrants. We kind of don't understand what's going on here. It takes us many years to really get the hang of the USA, and by the time we become street smart according to USA, we kind of lose too much time. So anyway, my device has heated up too much. I'll not further the discussion anymore. If you're watching my video, thank you for watching. I'm gonna update about the NHA situation and the PSI situation and my exam situation. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel. Take care and bye.